Most men are not afraid of approaching women. They're scared of getting exposed. Not rejected, exposed. Let me show you why. We've all been there where you're trying to approach, you're overthinking a million things in your head. What should I say? Am I wearing the right fit? Am I looking good? Am I clean today? Damn, I didn't get a haircut. I'll approach her another day. These are thoughts that we tell ourselves before we go and approach, before we tell ourselves we're not about our approach. Because I know I have in the past made up all the excuses why I should not approach, why she's not feeling me, she didn't give me the look, she didn't give me the glance, she didn't. A million reasons, guys. Pay attention for the next 10 seconds. This will fix 90% of your fear instantly. The thing is, you're not scared of her, you're scared of you. Fear of judgment, fear of looking awkward, fear of outcome, fear of judgment, thinking about all the things that can go wrong, fear of people watching you approach, whether you be in a public setting, whether you're in a gym, whether you're somewhere with your friends, family members. You don't want other people to judge you. You don't want other people to see whether it goes well or goes wrong. Most times we don't want to get rejected in front of a crowd. Especially for me, I know I can relate because I had that anxiety of always, what are people thinking? Whenever it was a setting where it was just me and her, easy. I've never had an issue of approaching because if I get rejected, I get rejected, right? It actually doesn't bother me. But what bothered me the most was the fear of being judged, fear of other people watching me approach. Even if it went well, I didn't like the attention. I'm not one to like too much attention on me, even in a positive light. The fear of looking awkward comes into play because you don't want to be perceived in a way where it's looking awkward, right? You're at school, other people are watching, you're in a setting where people know you. You see this girl, you want to approach her. In your mind, you're like, damn, if only she was somewhere else, if only we were not in this type of environment. I can relate, and I know what you mean, right? And then the fear of the outcome. Some people have that fear of if it doesn't go well, they're heartbroken, they're devastated. Maybe not necessarily heartbroken in full details, but in a way where it drops your ego, maybe it hurts your confidence. We got to remove that because that's not gonna help in any way, shape, or form. Immediately, you have to be willing to get rejected, and you're gonna have to learn how to love getting rejected. It's to the point where once I overcame my fears, I actually loved getting rejected because it told me I gotta improve. Before, I used to approach in a manner where it wasn't as smooth, it wasn't as elegant, it wasn't as confident, right? Basically, don't even approach if you're not gonna approach with confidence. That's the rule number one. If you don't have that confidence in you, then just keep it moving. And I say that because women respond to energy. She feels it. Your tone is greater than your words. She will always hear it based off your voice, how masculine you are. With the confidence knowing that you are gonna get a number and that you're blessing her with her time. If you are saying all the right things, but you're not saying it in a confident manner, it doesn't make any difference. If anything, it hurts it. Because she responds to your calm pressure. And the hard part is getting to approach. You nailed that. You're able to make her laugh. You're able to get a conversation going. And then maybe some way mid through you fuck up. Maybe some way you say the wrong thing because maybe you're a little bit rushed. Maybe you're overthinking it in your mind. The best advice I can give for someone like me who've approached over, I'll say good 100 times in my life. And you gotta make sure you're approaching slowly in a manner where you're not rushing it. Don't overcomplicate it, don't overthink it. You need to make sure your cold approach mindset is top tier. You have to understand, and when I say this, I don't care how beautiful she is, I don't care how gorgeous she might seem, right? We've all had that one girl that just stands out, that in your mind, that's the one. The greatest thing that you can, if you can take anything from this video and you wanna log out, watch and understand this. She is just human. Do not overcomplicate it. She is just human. She is no greater than you. If anything, you have to understand, and this is why I want you guys to understand and have this mindset nailed. There's no pedestal. She's not above you. If you're a man at the end of the day. You are the catch. You are the prize. So you need to understand, there is none of this. She is not put in a higher rank. I don't care if she is top tier model. I don't care if she's celebrity. End of the day, she's just human. And you have to understand that you are evaluating her too. Just because you're going to approach, because females don't have that courage like men do. Females are expecting you to approach. I'm not going to lie to you and act like a lot of women won't approach. They still will approach you if they like what they see. Something about you that sticks out to them, some of them will make it known, but majority of the time you will have to approach them. So you have to understand, just because you're approaching her, do not let it distract you. Do not let it misread the conception of what this dynamic is. You are the prize, you are the catch. You like what you see. As a man, it's kind of traditional law to go and approach if you see a woman because she is more afraid of being rejected more than you are. And you are a man, that should not faze you, right? But what I will say is never do it in a way where your mindset is being disrupted. If I see the energy is there, if she's giving me a glance, if she's looking at me, noted. Not all girls are gonna be standing, not all girls are oblivious. A lot of girls are just walking, not even paying attention to the surrounding. Maybe didn't even notice you, but you noticed her. So what do? Do you wait? Do you wait for her to stare at you? No. What you do is you go confidently and you approach. You see something that you like. Oh, I like her shoes. And this is where it comes to. Watch right here, this man. He's walking by in the store. Instead of going up and approaching in the corny pickup line, this young man sees her. And the first thing he says is, love the shoes. Zara? Question mark. Do you see what I did there? This is exactly how I would approach and how I approach. Love the shoes, Zara. So now you're approaching in a manner where you're not coming off thirsty. You're not coming off where you're saying, hey, look at me. You're asking a genuine question and you're complimenting her at the same time. To summarize, the cold approach mindset, she's just human. You do not put her in a pedestal. She's not over here and you're over here. I don't care if you're successful or if you're not, right? You are a man, you bring a lot to the table. If you are a high value man, then you are over here. I want to make sure that's clear. If you are not, then you need to work your way up. You need to grind, you need to put in the work. I'm someone, I truly believe, I do not engage with women even when I reach where I want to be at. But when I was not where I wanted to see myself, yes, I was still hanging out, going on dates, but I noticed when I was doing all these shenanigans, meeting women on dating apps, meeting women in person, doing this, when I wasn't reaching my goals, I was only draining myself. I was only pushing myself back. Once I started to realize to isolate myself, once I started to laser focus on my goals, my tasks that I needed to do, I realized my dynamics with women changed dramatically. Why? Because I started putting myself first. I stopped caring about their validation. I stopped chasing lust. I stopped chasing women. The hard part is getting to approach. You nailed that. But the way you're approaching is disrupting you to lead to the success you were trying to get at. You're able to make her laugh. You're able to get a conversation going. And then maybe some way mid through you fuck up. Maybe some way you say the wrong thing because maybe you're a little bit rushed. Maybe you're overthinking it in your mind. The best advice I can give for someone like me who've approached over, I'll say, a good 100 times in my life, and I had to realize, stay calm, stop thinking too much. I used to think before I go approach. This is what I should say. Just swing it, but do it in a confident and calm manner. So guys, 5, what to say? We're gonna keep it simple. How I approached here, love the shoes, Zara. How'd you know? And now you see how the conversation now gets engaged and you start asking questions. If she doesn't start asking questions back, it's time to cut it and keep it short. But what you can say when you initiate, if you don't want to say this, hey, I noticed you, I just wanted to come say hi. That doesn't hurt. I've said that a couple of times too. When I travel, when I go places, even if I'm somewhere in the local store, hey, I noticed you, I just wanted to say hi. It's as simple as that sometimes. You don't need to overcomplicate it. It may not sound cool, it might not sound pleasing, but women don't really want to hear all that, and they don't process all that. They care about your tone, your delivery. If you say it in a confident way, you don't gotta come up all there cheesing. You don't gotta be smiling too hard. You just go, hey, I just noticed you. I just want to come say hi. What's bad about that? Think about it. Sit down and think. Nothing, right? It's literally a cool, casual compliment. It's that simple. Hey, I noticed you real quick. I just want to come say hi. Real quick, what's your name? I gave 2 different examples. Which one do you think is better? Obviously the first one, right? Real quick, what's your name? People don't want to give up your name without you even having a conversation, without her even knowing who you are, especially females. So I would say do not come off with this approach, but start off with this one. If you want to just keep it straight to the point and just be direct. If you don't, be observant, right? See what she's wearing. If you like her hairstyle, if you like the color of her dye, if you like her shirt, just start a conversation and just keep it simple sometimes. It's not that deep. Where she notices you, then you can go do a pickup line if you choose, if you please, right? But I've noticed from my experience, the more you do, the less you will see results. All you need to do is approach in a confident frame. Be confident, don't be too intrigued, right? When you approach, be cool, casual, act like you've been there before. You don't really care if she swerves you or if she's down for you. When you cold approach, I want you to always keep it short, light, and sweet. Never try to sit there for 5 minutes trying to get to know her, because eventually it gets awkward. Eventually it gets to, all right, yeah, well, I gotta go. And when you kind of conversate or you open up a little bit too much, maybe you said something that kind of off-put her, and now she doesn't want to give you her number. And that's gonna be awkward, because now in your mind, you're like, damn, it drains your confidence, because you're thinking, I just wasted 5 minutes with her. It was a good conversation and she still didn't want to give me my number. So now you're thinking there's no point of approaching anymore. But no, you're wrong, because you need to start. This is what I call the conversation rules. Keep it short, stay grounded, right? Don't come off too braggish. Don't be flexing too hard, right? No performing, right? Don't put on the show. Don't do a little bit too much. Keep it light and short. Keep it calm and steady. That's it. Simple. After you give the compliment, after she's talking, after she asks a couple questions, cool. Now it's time to close it and leave. Example being, you approach, the dynamic has been going great, made her laugh a little bit, she's smiling, she's asked you a question, you asked her one back. Nice. Now, let's end it. Why? Most people are like, what? No, the conversation was going well, she's going, but you're in a rush, you're busy. You don't want to seem like you have all the time in the world. You gotta be a man with purpose, a man with a high value status that has things to do. Even if you don't have things to do, you always have things you can be doing, right? That's the number one rule. As a high value man, you gotta always be working on yourself. You gotta be either whether you're going to the gym, whether you're going doing your errands or something. You can't just stand around there because you just met her. So what you do is you end it perfectly, especially when you see everything has been going smooth. Hey, drop your number real quick. Let's chat later. I'm in a rush. I just want to come and stop by and say hi, honestly. I didn't even expect it to go this well, but your vibe is honestly just caught me off guard. So why don't you get my number? Let's chop it up sometime. You get her number, you get her social, you walk away confidently, and you don't overdo it. It's that simple as that, guys. Remember, confidence is not something you fake. It's something you have. It's something that cannot shake you no matter what's going on. That's within you, right? You don't care if you get rejected. You don't care if she accepts you. You don't care if things are going bad. You always have the belief in yourself. You always have that vibe in you. You always have that attraction because you are someone that you don't care about what other people think about you. You don't care about what she thinks about you. You don't care about all these other things, guys. Confidence is not something you fake. It's how you move when nothing shakes you. Don't let it deflate your confidence. Stay calm, stay cool. Understand that if not her, somebody else will. And that doesn't mean just going every day in the court approaching, but do it to the point where you challenge yourself that you feel so confident that you don't need to go out and get a drink. You don't need to go to bars, waste your money. You don't need to go third wheel or do this, that. Man, once you master it, guys, you will love it. If you guys found this video helpful, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It would really help the video get pushed out. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember, clarity of mind, discipline, emotion. You got this. Don't overcomplicate it. Court approaching woman, this is the blueprint. Guys, share this with somebody who needs it, and I'll see you guys on to the next one, man. Peace and love. I love y'all.